Chris,
And I'm Erin Nieto.
and welcome to the morning show. Time is running out for GHS staff, students, and community members to vote for our very own broadcasting teacher, Mr. Gonzalez, as he tries to win the Chamber of Commerce Educator of the Year award. The award will be presented on Saturday night, but you can still get your vote in. Students, if you want to vote, please ask one of your teachers to supply you with the link. Teachers, share the link with students if they ask, and let's get the victory for Mr. Gonzalez and Grants High School.
We also have big news from the recent local science fair. Brandy Bassett earned the grand prize while Gracie Metzger was the runner-up. So big congratulations to them. Other first place winners include Alicia Vallejos, Rico Valencia, Joel Small, Joseph Martinez, Sofia Romasana, Noah Lundstrom, Allison Hobbs, and Trey Hardy. We will bring you more information about science fair in the future morning show, so stay tuned.
What's up, guys? I'm Elijah Marcus here with
Matty Trujillo.
and your boys basketball crew. First off, today we have to unfortunately announce that the GHS girls basketball team was bounced out of the district tournament 53-29 by the Valencia Jaguars. The loss ended the girls' season, but this is a young team and should see some good things happen next year.
To the boys, and today we're going to give you some information about this year's basketball district 5A 4A tourney.
Pirates Pirates will play the Belen Eagles, and the game will be held at the Port of the Pirates tonight at 6 p.m. This year, the Pirates went 16-10 overall, with their most recent game being against Valencia, where Bodie Malonis hit a buzzer beater three to win the game.
Bodie Malones and Noah Victorio and John Hrasic have been the Pirates' top performers this year, helping the Pirates to their most successful season in some time.
Belen's top performers were Jordi Rojo and Damian Avila, and they both helped the Eagles stay in a close game in the district race. With a win tonight, the Pirates can help their cause to host the first round of state game here at the Port. Seedings will announce this weekend, and we will keep you posted on them.
Tonight's game will be also broadcasted on Angry Jack Productions, so tune in at 5:30 pregame. Finally, students, there's a special theme tonight, and it's Neon Night, so pull out your bright colored clothes and come out and support the Pirates.
There will be giveaways to the loudest rowdy crowd students, so get ready to make some noise.
So that's all we have for you guys.
A reminder that the Angry Jack Productions crew will broadcast the game live through our YouTube page, and there will be a special live audio stream of the game as well. The broadcast will begin at 5:30 p.m. with a special pregame show that was put together by members of the broadcasting class, so check it out. At the state wrestling tournament over the weekend, boys wrestler Larry Metter came away with a third place trophy to cap off an amazing wrestling career at JHS. Let's watch the interview that Isaiah Ortega did with Larry yesterday.
What's up, guys? I'm Isaiah Ortega here with the GHS broadcasting team. Today I'm here with the Larry Metter. So, first of all, bro, I just want to say congratulations on the incredible run you had getting fourth place? Third place in the state tournament. I mean, congratulations to you in your senior year. But, to start off my interview, I want to ask you, with an incredible season, man, how do you feel right now? Like, you join a group of guys, like, leaving your mark here at Grants High School. How you feeling right now?
I felt great. I felt awesome throughout the season. Be able to go down to 45 pounds and just destroy everything I can do.
Right. Let's go. So you dropped down 45 pounds?
My original weight is 157.
Okay. What was going through your head in that last match, knowing you weren't going to get first place? Like, did you know you were going to win that third place match right away?
Yes, I did, because I was really, how do I say this? Mad, really angry, because I really wanted to take state this year, and I didn't get there. So I said, whoever faces me, you're going to get probably hurt maybe.
Yeah, I get that. That leads me to my final question perfectly, man. Like, I was talking to a car the other day, and it was like, we thought you were going to take first, right? So, like, us being upset about it, I know you're beyond mad about it, right? So my question to you is, it had to have left a bad taste in your mouth, right? Like, how does it feel that you're done wrestling here at Grants High School? That was your last time touching a mat.
It's really sad that knowing it was my last time ever wrestling, but it wasn't like really touching the mat that was the sad part. It's like all the family I've made, friends, that's what really hurt the most. I won't be able to be beside them all the time like I usually am.
Yeah. I mean, you can see that too. Like, the football players already miss you, and I know you were captain on wrestling, so there's going to be a big gap now that you're gone. All right, Larry. My last question to you, bro, is you care to give me a little sneak peek here on what you're going to do, wrestling or football, Highlands or whoever else you got?
The only thing I gotta say is it's close to home.
Close to home. You hear here, folks. Hey, good luck wherever you go. Thank you for your time, man. I appreciate
Thank you.
Also at the state wrestling tournament, Reina Valdez finished 4th at state, and she is only a sophomore, so she will have 2 more years to capture the blue trophy. Cardenio Chavez spoke with Reina about these and other topics. Let's take a look.
Hello everybody, I'm Cardenio Chavez with the GHS broadcasting team, and today I'm here with Reina Valdez with the GHS wrestling team, and I'm going to be asking her a few questions. So Reina, with my first question is, going into state as a sophomore, what was your mindset, and do you think you were ready for it?
My mindset, I think I was ready. Like, my head, I knew already. I wrestled all these girls before. I already know how they wrestle. So I was kind of ready for that, and this was my first time being at state, and I was a little nervous just because I was like, oh, it's state, it's like a big tournament, but it wasn't that bad after like my first match,
Yeah, going into sophomore is a big thing already going to state,
Yeah.
And for my second question is, how was the atmosphere there, and were you nervous at all with so many people watching?
The atmosphere was good. I feel like wrestling, it's like the tournaments have like one of the best atmospheres. There's like just good vibes, and even like you're wrestling people, but even afterwards you guys are like should be on good terms still, like good sportsmanship. And I was a little nervous because there was a lot of people there, and then especially for my 3rd place match, there was only a few mats out and everyone was just watching, and yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I saw some videos. It looked like it was pretty big. It's a big
It
old
was.
stadium. And for my last question I'm going to be asking you is, you got 4th place, right?
Yeah.
So getting 4th place as only a sophomore, how bright of a future do you think you have in wrestling?
Oh, I think I have a pretty bright future, honestly. Next year we're coming for the gold, the big blue trophy, and I think I'm gonna get it. The girl that placed 2nd from Bloomfield, I beat her twice, and the girl that placed 1st from Socorro, I wrestled her, and I had a pretty good match with her. So I think we should be good next year.
Think you're going to get the edge of
Yeah.
it next year?
Mhm.
All right, well, I'll be waiting, so
Thank
that's
you.
all I have for today.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, we are GHS,
GHS
for
for
success.
success.
So a highlight that I probably had this year was, I was on a bit of like a cold streak for a couple games, but I was able to break that and, overcome it, and I've been scoring a lot more since then. So I think that cold streak was a good thing for me to end up doing better in the future. I contribute to this team by, passing the ball, getting like playmaking, moving the ball around, getting the team to like flow and hitting shots when we need them. To play in the pit this year is a pretty crazy experience because I don't think a team from Grants has made it this far in a minute. So it's been a long time since then, and it'll get us prepared for next year because I think we'll definitely be in the pit again next year.
The highlight of my year was probably hitting Eurostep against Fort Wingate. I know it was against not that good of a team, but, it was pretty fun, seeing the bench get excited in the crowd and stuff. The way I contribute to this team is really it's just getting rebounds, playing defense, doing my job, defending, that's really just my job. It would feel great to play in the pit with this team. We're a great team. We're still pretty young, I consider us. Lots of juniors, going to be seniors next year. I feel like we'll have lots of experience to play, and I feel like this is a good learning moment for all of us.
I say a highlight of this year is being able to play on the court and to compete. And how does it feel for it to be my last season playing? I mean, it feels alright, I guess. I don't know. And what do I contribute to this team? I feel like I bring a lot of energy, picking up my teammates. And how would it feel to be playing in the pit? I think it'll feel good because Grants hasn't been to the pit in a minute.
I think a highlight of this year was my first game back against Wingate. Being able to compete with my teammates again was a good feeling. I think my main attributes I contribute to this team are being crafty and being able to get to the rim, being able to get rebounds whenever needed, and just competing with my teammates every practice. I think going to the pit with this team would be a good feeling, especially because we've been together for 2 years now and Grant hasn't made it far. Hopefully we can go out there and win a blue trophy.
What up? It's Bodie Malonis. One of my favorite highlights from this season is, of course, hitting the game-winning shot against Valencia. That was my first game-winning shot, and it was just sick. So it was a close game. The crowd was going crazy. Valencia's rowdy crowd was going crazy. It was just sick. The way I contribute to this team is I play good defense. I get a lot of dribble penetration, kick out to the shooters, get a lot of assists. I drive to the basket a lot. I can make some shots. But yeah, it'd feel really sick to go to the pit with this team. Grants hasn't been to the pit in like 3-4 years, but I feel like it's gonna be sick. We have a really good team this year, and it's gonna be sick.
What's up, guys? I had a few highlights this year, but my most memorable one was a home game against Highland. I blocked number 0, Jesus, the number 1 player. It was a real heated moment, and it really changed the whole sort of energy. We all have a role on this team, and my main role is probably defense. I go in, take charges, and that really changed the whole atmosphere of the game, and it really turns up our team. So yeah, that's my main role. So the Grants Pirates haven't been to the pit in a long time, and I feel as a team it's gonna be really fun and we're gonna do really good. Hopefully come out with that blue trophy. If not, still fun experience. Get back to it next year.
The highlight of my season has to be the game winning steal I had against Bernalillo. It was a close game. It was a hard-fought battle. We played a complete game, and we came out with a dub. Me being a senior, it's crazy to think about that it's coming to an end. I've wanted to play high school basketball since I was little, and knowing that I've done that for the past 4 years and that it's coming to an end, it doesn't seem real. And I think going to the pit would be great. We haven't done it in a few years, and I think this is the team to do it. We've had our ups and downs, we've had our tough losses, but right now we're coming together at the perfect time. Knowing that we could play with anyone, I think going in there and showing everyone what we can do and hopefully come out with that blue trophy would be great.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Maddie. One of my highlights of this year was probably against Kirtland. That was my best game of the season yet, my highest scoring game. And how I feel that I contribute to this team, I'm a great role player. I just do my part, score points and get rebounds for us. It'd be really cool to make it a second round of the, state. Team hasn't been there in a while. So it'd be really cool to be playing the pit, play with my friends, and it'd be a really fun experience.
A highlight I had this year was being able to go in and make my first 3-point of the season. And hearing the crowd go crazy was exciting to hear everyone cheering my name, and just in general, a really good feeling. I would say that I'm excited for basketball to end, but at the same time, it's kind of a weird feeling, knowing I won't ever play basketball again. but I'm also very excited to see what the future holds for me. If we won, it's going to be pretty exciting knowing I'm going to be able to play in the pit with my brothers, especially knowing our school hasn't went to state for a long time in basketball.
All right. Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Port of the Pirates tonight. Big time game here, District 5-4A first round. Belen coming to town to take on the Pirates. The winner tonight, there's so much that could happen still. We'll get you all into that. First and foremost, welcome to the show here tonight. With me, Coach Steve Brown of the GHS football team. You all know him well. And Coach, man, let's just get into this because the time's coming here. The buzz around school it's been a long time since these Pirates have hosted a district game. Do you have any insight for us? How did we get here tonight?
Well, I think you're right, Ron. I think it's been since like 2016 since we've hosted a district tournament game. And to lead into that, what the Pirates ended up having to do, obviously, was we had some success during the season. Our final season record was 16-10 overall, with a record of 4-4 in the district. And going against Belen tonight, we do face a pretty tough opponent. Their record doesn't indicate that because they're overall they're 9-17 on the season, 2-6 in district. Their 2 wins coming against Valencia.
Okay.
And so, but you know the old saying, when you have to play a team 3 times in a season, it's tough to win all 3. So we're really hoping that the Pirates show up tonight and dominate like we know that they can.
As you said, they won both the contests, and we talked to Coach Marquez of Belen just a moment ago, as a matter of fact, and he said it's becoming where this is a fun little rivalry, even more so than the Valencia-Belen rivalry. So there's something we could keep our eye open for. Speaking of Coach Marquez, I see that he's ready over there with you can. We're going to go right now, in fact, to Coach Marquez. We've got our reporter, Isaiah Ortega, over there talking to Coach Marquez of Belen. Let's take it over to Isaiah right now, shall we?
Right. You rolling? Are we good? All right, let's go. Hello, everybody. I'm Isaiah Ortega with the GHS broadcasting team. Today I'm here with Belen's head coach. Right before the game is about to kick off here. I have a few questions for you today. And my first question to you is really what everybody here wants to know. You lost to Grants 2 times in a row, one of them being an unfortunate loss. What can you tell me, and how do you feel like, what's your guys' game plan that doesn't happen again?
The one thing we talked about is we really got to limit our turnovers on offense. Grants is really good at running and pushing up the ball, and we feel the difference in both games is they get back in transition, they've turned us over. So we feel if we limit our turnovers that we will be fine, and it'll be a lot better game.
Right. We're all hoping for just a good game at the end of the day, right?
Yes, sir.
So my next question to you is, with tonight being such a big game, do you feel that you know of any players that are going to have a really big game for you tonight?
I know Jordi Rojo. He's our senior leader, our point guard. He'll step up. Our guard, Damian Avilal, and Jasad Harris. I feel they're going to have a big game, and I just think we just want a team victory. We don't want any individual to shine. We just want the team to shine tonight.
Right. You could have answered that better. Thank you. I appreciate you for your time, and good luck, man.
Thank you.
All right, thanks to Isaiah out there on the sideline. Thanks to Coach Marcus for giving us the time. We appreciate that. This is going to be a fun game tonight. Coach, I know he spoke a little bit about his key players tonight. You know about a couple of those guys, and we'll get into those guys. But what about some of the Pirates tonight who fans and or just watchers should be aware of?
Absolutely. Well, leading off our Pirates tonight, or at least one guy that we're going to be leaning on heavily tonight, is going to be Bodie Malonis. Bodie is leading the team this year with 14.6 points per game. He scored 322 points on the season.
Wow.
So we're looking for a big night from Bodie tonight, as well as Noah Victorino. He's averaging 10.6 points a game. And then following him is Tristan Fernandez with 9.3 points a game. So I feel like if those 3 can get on track, our other guys, our role players, so to speak, will fill in the blanks from there. But if those 3 can get off quick and in a hurry, Ron, I think Belen's going to be in for a rough night.
And it's interesting you point out that trio because they all are really different players. Noah wants to shoot. Bodie can take people to the hole, and Tristan, too, runs the point and is just trying to find open guys. So, as you say, when they're distributing, when they're getting the ball to open shooters, that's when things happen for these Pirates.
Absolutely. And, speaking of ball handling, when we're talking about Tristan Fernandez, he does a really good job at handling the ball coming up the floor for us and finding those open lanes to pass underneath to our big guys like Dominic Gonzalez underneath. And I noticed that tonight we got Uriah Gill on the roster tonight, which is new for us this year.
That's right.
So hopefully with a little bit more size underneath, that's going to help us impact our power game underneath, hopefully a little bit.
According to Coach Chavez, you mentioned Uriah. He really showed out as a JV player.
He did.
I think he figures he can get some defensive minutes out of him, some rebounds and things like that. So we'll keep our eye on Uriah Gill.
Absolutely.
Going back to the Belen side, and Belen fans, if you're out there watching, we thank you for checking in tonight here for the Angry Jack Productions broadcast. What about some players? If we're new to this Belen team, who are we going to watch out for tonight from Belen?
Well, they too have their big three, just like we do. Jordi Rojo is one of their leading scorers. He averages 13.7 points a game, along with Damian Avila, who's averaging 13.3. And then, let's see, Jasod Harris is also in double figures with 11.4 a game. So I feel like they're in the same boat that we are. If their big three get going quick and in a hurry, it could spell doom for us. But we're hoping to play some really good defense tonight. And, all season long, Ron, our defense has been stifling. We play a full court press defense quite a bit, and man, it's hard to break our press.
It is.
So we're looking forward to some of that tonight for sure.
The Pirates don't go very tall necessarily, but as we know, many times it's the heart in the team that makes up for that lack of height. And so we'll see if the Pirates can just keep that on their minds tonight. Right now, folks, we're about to give way to the announcer, Ben Wilcox, and we're going to get you through the playing of the national anthem. So we hope you'll stay tuned, and we'll be right back with you here shortly. All right, an excellent rendition there, sir. How about that? So much talent that sometimes you don't even realize you have right here under the school roof.
Absolutely.
Mr. Toivanen, who, you're not as old as I am, Coach, but
probably older, Ron.
I'm not. Well, let's not talk about that. How about, I was only going to mention that Mr. Toivanen, Olivia's dad, is the guy that hired me to teach here.
Really?
And
wow.
he's been retired probably a good amount of time.
In a few
anyway,
years, yeah.
We're way off track here, but let me get us back here. We're about to get the starting lineups here on this really excellent evening tonight. Pirates, the number 3 seed, welcoming in tonight the number 4 seed Belen Eagles. And we're going to meet the starting lineups here shortly for Belen.
One thing I want to point out, Ron, is if you're here at the gym or if you're watching on TV, you'll notice that our Pirates were warming up in T-shirts that say Maverick Strong on them. And that is in reference to our mayor, Eric Garcia, and his wife Chantel's child named Maverick. And so they're all wearing the Maverick Strong shirts because Maverick's been hospitalized, and we're hoping that he's getting better. And if you guys are watching tonight, Eric and Chantel, just know that our hearts and our prayers are going to you guys, and that will continue until Maverick gets better. So
no question.
Prayers are with you guys.
We're with y'all. We're with you guys all the way, and we definitely send our thoughts and prayers to you. And you know, in the grand scheme of things, you know, we're lucky we have sports and things to distract us, but it doesn't take away from our hearts and souls, our families, and so we're with you there. We just heard the starting lineup from Belen. It's going to be Jordi Rojo, Jasod Harris, Josiah Navarro, Damian Avila, and Samuel Sanchez.
Correct, and the starting lineup for the Pirates tonight, Ron, is going to be number 3, Bodie Malonis, number 4, Noah Victorino, number 5, Tristan Fernandez, number 13, John Harasic, and number 34, Dominic Gonzalez, who hasn't traditionally been a starter all year.
True enough.
So that's going to be a new thing for us tonight.
That is, if I'm not mistaken, because of Matty Trujillo's ankle injury.
Right.
And I don't know how serious that thing is, but apparently it's serious enough to keep him out, unless they just want to make sure he's good for the next round of whatever comes.
Right.
Speaking of which, the winner of this game will play on. We're still not sure how it's going to happen yet, but we do know that Highland ended up being the top seed in the district tournament so far. Pius and Valencia playing tonight after Pius and Highland played last night.
Right.
So you and I were talking about that earlier. It's going to be interesting after tonight, but before all that happens, we got to get through this win here first tonight, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, sir. We're about ready for some hoops, Ron. You ready?
Let's do it. We're about to tip off here at the Port of the Pirates. This broadcast brought to you by Angry Jack Productions, the largely student-run media body of Grants High School.
And it doesn't look like it looking at the bleachers on that side of the floor, but behind us, we're packed.
Yes, sir. And we're going to have to tip this one more time. Where did this guy go? Okay, so anyway, here we go. Belen ball coming in. This is Rojo handing the ball. One of those big 3. Trying to get the bounce inside, no good. They're going to bring it out wisely. Now running through that screen there, Avila. Top of the key. Now moving against Bodie, one of those great defenders you talked about. Rojo down the baseline. Nice hands by JJ. That's something he does a lot of.
You know, he's been prolific with that all year long. He has jumped in front of passes, grabbed loose balls. He's a defender like no other.
Finally get the ball in. This is Avila on the drive. Tough move and denied, and it's going to be, he picks it up. Shot for a 3 out there by Navarro, and it's going to go out of bounds. So the Pirates, good stop on Belen's first offensive possession.
Yes, sir. Now this is where we got to set the tone, Ron. First possession will set the tone for the night, so let's see what we got.
Here's JJ on the move, top of the key. Bodie through the elbow, out to Noah Victorino. This looks like a big tray to start the night. You called it, Coach. That's a big tray and a good way to get this game started. Pirates 3-0.
I'm sorry, Coach. You're good.
And there's Noah back on the defensive side trying to get one back. Rojo, jump stop, no good. This is Avila. It's going to be off the back of the iron. Rebound under that by Belen. In traffic, look at Noah. Look at the hands by Noah. Now Tristan on the move. Tristan to Bodie. Bodie, ball's going to not go out of bounds. Turnover Grants, and here comes Avila on the move. Oh, it looks like he carried, but that was not called. 3 once again, no good. Rebound, strong rebound in there by Sanchez, and they do get a bucket on that one. It's 3-2 Grants, 6:25. We're just starting the first quarter. Here's Bodie Malonis working off the top here. Fernandez, we got to get into him a little bit. He's had a tough little stretch here. Victorino on move, little baseline. It's going to be off the side. Rebound out of there, Navarro. Now here's Avila on the move. Look at that, through 3 defenders. Nice hands, Bodie. And looks like Avila was standing outside on the line. Ball went outside.
That's the kind of defense that Bodie's been playing all year, though. He's not afraid to put his body at risk anytime there's a chance to get a ball.
No question. So it's 3-2. Pirates leading here early, 5:58 to go. We'll see what the Pirates do bench-wise with Maddie being out. Let's see how the rotation goes. We're going to have a hard screen there, offensive foul. So second turnover by Grants in the early going here. Some of those hard screens, I either take my eyes off them real quick or I kind of go, what happened there, you know?
Right, sure.
Pirates, look at this defense. This is 2-2-1. Little smothering action here. They do get it across. But with a little pressure, little push off there, but Rojo, no good. And the 3 now by Harris, no good. Tip, now Bodie on the move. Right hand. He's going to take it all the way is what I think. Jump stop, nope. Oh, look at Gonzalez right in
there we go.
Position to get a deuce. And the Pirates now lead 5-2.
That's been Dominic's game all year. Just get underneath and wait for the feed and put it up.
You know, these guards of Grants just pull everybody out, and that just opens it up as Harris drains the 3. So we got a ref's timeout here as we got a shoestring there. Boy, you're right about Gonzalez, though. And he knows he's played with these guys long enough to know that if he just gets in the right spot, they're going to find him.
That's right. And I'll tell you what, Tristan and Bodie and Noah to boot, they're really good at finding that open man underneath. So, and they don't hesitate to break it into traffic in there. So, got to continue that for sure.
We're at the 5-minute mark. All 5s here. 5 minutes, 5-5. Pirates and Eagles. Victorino left to JJ. He puts up the 3 and in and out. But Dominic with the rebound and the 2. Dominic Gonzalez showing that the faith in him to start is paying off. Belen on the move now. Little Euro step. It's missed, but it's rebounded there by Sanchez, and now they're going to reset it. Rojo drives, stripped away. This looks like a fast break opportunity. Bodie to Noah Victorino.
And again, guys, that's Tristan Fernandez on that steal opportunity underneath there to get it to Noah.
His dad told us before the game he is about to break out of his slump, and it looks like he's doing a good job of it so far.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Belen trailing 9-5. Little 4-0 spurt for the Pirates. Rojo way out. Oof. Saved out there nicely by Navarro.
Oh.
But
got him on the line, Ron.
Stepped on the line. And this fast pace may be a little too much. In for Belen, Alan Moreno, as well as Gerardo Molina. A junior and a senior coming in to spell Navarro and Avila. Pirates yet to go to the bench, but they're up by 4 with 4 minutes to go. Belen looking in sort of a 1-2-2 little matchup thing. Look at Victorino. Look at the ball movement. Tristan Fernandez. Buy him a soda. He's hot out there. Tristan with a 3 and the Pirates 7-0 run. They lead 12-5.
That's exactly what we needed, the kind of start we needed, Ron. You know, our big 3 are showing themselves early.
Nice feed in there. Molina just in, gets himself a bucket right off the bench to put a halt to that 7-0 run. Tristan, that should be a foul on Molina, and in fact it is. So Pirates will get it on the end line, 3:25 to go. Inbound here by Horacek. Junior, he'll be back. Victorino, the rainbow, does not find a pot of gold there, but here comes Tristan back on the attack. Baseline, too strong. Moreno with the rebound. He got a little push by Victorino, though he didn't think he did it. Oh, said he put the hip in him.
Yeah. Coach, I got to give a little credit to our official scorekeeper across the floor there, because I'm trying to keep up here. It's hard to do.
I am amazed that they can do what they do, honestly. So Pirates still in their original starting lineup. For Belen, it's Rojo, it's Moreno, it's Harris, it's Valerio, and it's Molina. Here's Molina right here, working on Cody Balonis, who just came in. Balonis guarding the inside, pass outside. 3 ball by Moreno, no good. Rebound, JJ. He tips it out, and here's Pirates on the move. Bodie, ball backcourt, but not the body. That's good. Here's Bodie, off the glass, 2. Bodie Malonis, so hard to stop. And it's 14-7. Pirates now on a 9-2 run, going back to that 5-5 tie.
Bodie's ability to control the ball is just unbelievable at times, Coach.
And there's a little reach. You're absolutely right about that. It's what makes him a special player. You watch defenders' knees buckle when you're watching him in action.
Absolutely. So far, Ron, the game is going according to plan. I mean, our big 3 are in the mix, definitely. We got Noah Victorino already with 2 threes. Tristan has 2 points, and Dominic has 4 points, and Bodie has 2 points. So we're all over it right now.
Turnover for Belen. Daniel Aguilar, let me try that again. Now in for Belen. So what am I doing here? Here come the Pirates. Tristan Fernandez out to Victorino. In the lane, little floater, no good. Getting to the end of the quarter here. It's 2:09 now to play. We don't have a camera dedicated to the clock. Sorry about that. Tipped away. Malonis with the rebound. He sharply holds it up. Feed from JJ to Victorino in the corner for a 3. Woo-wee! And Noah Victorino. Have a game, young man. 17-7. The Pirates are leading. And going back to that 5-5 tie, 12-2 run for the Pirates.
Right. 9 of those points are from Noah himself, all 3-pointers. So he's found his spot tonight. Hopefully he can keep it up.
Noah's a senior. We know that. We hate to even think right now about losing him next year, but he's had his share of ups and downs just like all players. But what you're seeing tonight is what he can be capable of any night.
I'll tell you what's exciting for the future, Ron, is the nucleus of our team is fairly young. We got a lot of sophomores that play on this team right now, and a couple of them are actually starters. So the future bodes well for Pirate basketball.
I agree with that. So we're going to see. We already told you about Malonis coming in. We're now going to see senior Isaiah Griego in, and he'll give a break to Victorino. And there's a turnover. Belen, right in front of Coach Marquez. One of the worst places to commit a turnover, right in front of your coach.
Right in front of your boss.
Right in front of your boss. At any rate, it is now 17-7. As I mentioned, here comes Tristan Fernandez. Tristan's uncle passed away recently, and his father was telling us a little bit about that and how, as Bodie goes in and out, how he's used it as a little bit of motivation to try to overcome a little slump. So he's doing a good job so far. Eagles spreading it out a little bit. Avila, feed inside. That's the sophomore Aguilar. Now back out to Harris. That 3's no good. Rebound Malonis. Tristan trying to push it. One-on-one opportunity. Not there. Wisely gets it out to Bodie. Bodie head fake. Cody probably won't shoot that one unless they call it for him. Here's Tristan for a 3. That looked good for a moment there, but off, and Harris with the rebound. Fast down court, and a little deuce underneath by Moreno. Pirates neglected to get back. And Bodie, slow to get up, but he finally does.
Walking with a little bit of a limp, so we'll keep an eye on that. Make sure that doesn't become a factor for us. You know, we got the Malonis brothers on the floor tonight. How do you think that makes these kids feel to be able to play together from the time they were born until now?
You know, having coached on the team and watched both the kids come up, you would be surprised if it were my brother and I'm not sure we could even be on the court together as a push from Belen. But these guys managed to put all that aside, and I genuinely think they respect each other as players.
Absolutely.
And looky here, we're about to see Matty Trujillo.
Yeah, there he
so
comes.
that ankle must be good enough to go here. As JJ will get a spot of time to sit down. 42.5 to go here. Tristan going right here. Little Hawaii cuts up the top. Momentary loss. Oh, they ran into each other. Uh-oh. They banged faces there. Not a good sign. Look at Tristan. How did he get? How? Tristan to Matty. Matty. And it's a foul on the floor. How Tristan got out of that, I'm not sure I can explain.
Yeah, when you're triple teamed like that, that's hard to get out of there, but he sure did.
So we have a foul on Aguilar, the sophomore post for Belen. 3 fouls, Grants, 4 fouls, Belen. There's Fernandez, now to Griego, who just came in a moment ago. Griego now cut out to Ethan Willie, another slasher for the Pirates, a senior. Let's see if he'll take him on the dribble. Cody picks it up. Now E, look at E. Out. Matty Trujillo, 3-point specialist. It's off. Rebound Harris. And there goes your clock. So Harris could not get the shot off. And we have ourselves a 17-9 ball game. Pirates up.
So far, so good. I think the game plan is going according to plan. You know, I'm sure that Coach Chavez, preparing for this game, he understands that we had to get our big 3 going early. And I think we've done that, and I think the scoreboard shows it. We just have to stay, you know, in that mindset of keeping them going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, absolutely. We would definitely want to get those guys going, as you say, and they did. And that just, imagine getting off the bench leading by 8 with the help of your big guys, and it takes the pressure off you. You just get out there and play like you know how.
Absolutely. You know, it even looks like they're having fun tonight, Coach.
Some smiles out there?
Sometimes, you know, these kids get so into it and so determined to accomplish a mission that they forget to have fun. You know, this is a game still at the end of the day, and they got to have fun in order to keep the enjoyment of it.
Right. Always keep that in the back of your head. You play, supposedly, if you play happy, you play loose as well. So there you go. Here we go. Pirates now with the ball leading 17-9. Good little 8-point lead. Fernandez. Oh. Nice. Head fake, no good though. Rebound out of Aguilar. Had the right idea for sure. Rojo, been quiet so far. Rojo has. Here's Harris. Oh, nice punch out of there by Matty Trujillo.
You can see the Pirates are in that full court press that we talked about earlier, trying to create some turnovers to go our way, and hopefully extend that lead a little bit.
Harris off the inbound, no good. And that's right. And if all you do is speed them up, then that's a victory as well.
Right.
Ethan, all the way he throws it up, he's going to be called for a travel. And they're going to stay in the 2-2-1, the 22 we used to call it. And boy, it can, if you're not sound, it can cause some trouble. Belen's done a pretty good job of breaking it though.
Yeah.
Rojo. Harris got a clear lane, little fancy floater, no good. Rebound out of there by Aguilar. Denied by Griego, but they call it a foul.
And I'll tell you, Coach, you're right. That full court press is a double-edged sword at times. You know, when it works, it's the most beautiful thing out there. But when you have a team that is able to beat that press, it can get real ugly for your team real quick.
Absolutely. You got to be ready on the back end. And the free throw's going to be good by Aguilar. 17-10. Pirates yet to score this quarter. We're only 42 seconds in. Second one by Aguilar, no good. And Victorino chases down the rebound. So Pirates lead by 7. Here's Greg on the top. Here comes Matty around, testing that. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Victorino's been close a couple times. It's the close range ones that give him trouble.
Right.
Here's number 13. That was Avila, no good, and Matty with the rebound. Now Griego pushing it a little bit. Holds up. Oh, in the lane. Nice move. But Aguilar had different ideas. He stuck his hand in there and knocked the ball away. Now here come Belen. The pressure just about almost there for the Pirates that time. Harris across to Rojo. Rojo runs into a brick wall, but they will call the foul on Trujillo, and that's going to be the Pirates' second foul this quarter.
That might be a little indicator of his injury, not being able to get his feet exactly where he wanted them, causing him to create a foul.
Right. Or to be able to stand a little stronger in there. But he kind of moved him off his feet. That might have been why they called it. Here comes the inbound. You've got Horacek, Gonzalez, Victorino, Avila off the inbound gets that. That's something you really don't want to see. But they saw it, and now it's 17-12. So Eagles, they're not going away. No question about it. Here's Malonis around the key. Dribbling. Out to Fernandez. Fernandez to the hole. Looks out. Little dump into Horacek, and there it is. Woo! If you lose one Pirate, you never know what can happen, and they extend the lead to 19-12.
And hopefully that'll be the ticket that gets JJ going real quick.
Avila under a little pressure out to Rojo. Guarded there by Fernandez. He pulls up about the elbow and good, drains it. Nice little shot by Rojo. No wonder the Eagles have counted on him all year. So Pirates up by 5, 5:34 to go. Tristan, JJ. JJ can do a little bit of everything. Look at Rojo, and he's gonna dive for it. It'll be Grant's ball. Good hustle by both teams.
That's one thing about number 5, Tristan Fernandez, man. He is not afraid to get on the floor and go for a loose ball.
You love to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. Max effort all the time.
Here we go. Tristan now. Left to Victorino. Victorino will drive. Top of the key, Horacek to the right here. You got Fernandez. And now, that three would have been good, but nope. You got a foul on number 11. That's Josiah Navarro. First personal, first team foul for Belen, 5:11 to go. Inbounds to Fernandez. Little drop off into Victorino, fade away, no good. That shot's gonna fall, Coach, and when it does, oh my goodness, how about that?
Nice
Navarro
defense.
couldn't put it through. Good defense by Grants. Fernandez on the move. Left to Malonis. Malonis on the drive. Pretty drive. Look at that. 2 points for Bodie Jr. 21-14 Pirates. Oh, and look underneath. Oh my goodness. Missed the bunny, but rebounded by Sanchez. Sanchez, and look at the hands. Once again, Horacek. 2-on-1. Horacek. Pull up. Deuce.
We talked about that earlier, Coach, how JJ likes to get in front of those mid-court passes. He's picked off a lot all year long.
Navarro keeps getting in the trees and coming up empty. Meanwhile, the Pirates on the move again, leading by 9. Bodie, 2 feet set for a 3, no good. Rebound Rojo. I like what the Belen's doing. They're getting someone out to midcourt after a made basket. They're managing to get the ball up court. They're just not until then, that is, picking up a 2, and we got a timeout, Grants.
Well, I think we're seeing the pace that we wanted to see, Ron, tonight. I mean, our Pirates are doing the normal run and gun type of offense that we like to do. We're playing a full court press that we like to do. So right now, I feel like we're dictating the outcome of this game, and we just have to continue to stay on that.
Absolutely.
On the Belen side, on the other hand, they're still trying to work on beating the press. They're struggling a little bit with that. They have been able to beat it a couple of times, but for the most part, our defense is pretty much stifling them at this point.
You're right. This is the game that Grants would prefer. Just get up and down. They're plenty athletic. They've got lots of miles under their feet this year from all the practicing and running and gunning they're doing. You're right, feeds right into what they want to do. Having not seen the 2 previous games, I'm really not sure how Belen has managed to even stay with Grants.
Well, it's strange because the first time we played him down in Belen, we beat him by 20. And then they came over to our place last week and we beat them by 5.
Wow.
So you got tail of 2 different Eagles teams.
And the third time, beating a team a third time is always, the challenge is always going to be unique for that third game.
Absolutely.
Here comes Fernandez and the Pirates. He feeds Malonis on the right. Harasic, top of the key. He'll drive that all the way. Look at the scoop. Good. J.J. Harasic with another deuce, and he's just catching fire. 25-16, Pirates up by 9.
That's what we talked about a while ago. That first layup that he made was the ticket to get him going, I believe.
Avila with the 3 in stride, no good. Malonis with the rebound. Bullet pass from Bodie. Look at JJ again. Floater. And if you are Molina, there's nothing else you can do there but just watch JJ rise up.
And I'll tell you what, they got to be careful, because when JJ gets into a stroke, boy, he's tough to stop from any spot on the floor.
27-16 your score, as you can actually see on the screen. 3:15 to play. Uh-oh, and they'll call a carry on Avila. Both teams really have seen some of their sort of chances at buckets kind of just not come through. I think Belen's playing a sound game so far.
Sure.
The fast break is, the press is not. Look at Harasic, little lob. Oh boy, that'd have been pretty, but the rebound out of there by Moreno. Belen is in this and will stay in it. This is Harris off the glass, no good. Rebound Fernandez. This is a little opportunity here. 2-on-2, nice deflection there. And Tristan got in the corner, but look at the way he saves it. This is Noah Victorino off. And rebound out of there by Moreno. Here he comes. Both teams, neither team having trouble running. And that was a clever move from Moreno.
Sure was. That little stop and go. They made the Pirates think they were going to pass, and he just tucked it and run.
That's right. He saw an opening, and he did not waver for a moment. 27-18 now. 2:20 to go. Malonis inside. Nice drive with the right hand. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Molina. And so Belen could get as close as 6 here with a 3 or 7 with a deuce. Rojo in the lane. Oh, nice feed. That's a foul on Bodie. You saw him get him on the shoulder there.
The Pirates are threatening to run away with this, but Belen is sticking right there close as they can.
And as we talked about pregame privately, this is a Belen team that has beaten some really good teams this year.
Right.
The one notable one, as Molina hits the free throw, we talked about them pretty much whipping up on St. Mike's.
Right.
A team that beat us here, so.
And then for them to beat Goddard as well was I'm sure was a shocker for the Belen community as well.
Second free throw from Molina, no good. And we have a 27-19 ball game. 2 minutes to go here. Noah on the drive, and he's going to get fouled in there by Molina.
One thing I like about Noah is he will not quit shooting. He knows what he's capable of doing. And regardless of whether he's on a hot streak or not, he just keeps putting it up, because eventually they're going to fall for him.
I feel that that's a strategy for this team in a way, in the sense that I don't think Coach Chavez is ever going to, as long as a good shot's being taken, he's never going to tell anyone not to do it.
Right.
As Noah's free throw goes off, the first one that is, he'll line it up with the second one. This one too is good. That's a little rare for him. Rebound Harris out of there. Now on the run, the Eagles. Rojo, look at this, trying to break things down. Corner 3 from Valerio. A little bit too long. Rebound by Molina, nearly stolen. Now here's Harris for the 3. He gets set, off. Rebound. This is Valerio for another 3. This one rattles, no good. Skying rebound Molina, another shot for Belen, no good. Coach, they've had some chances.
Yeah, you can't fault the Pirates for that. I mean, geez, you put up 5 shots and not one of them goes. That's tough.
Isaiah Griego off, but the putback by Malone is such a smart play there. A lot of times players want to get the rebound, come down, put the ball down, and instead, Cody just tossed it right back up, and it resulted in a foul on Belen.
And Cody from the free throw line has been pretty much money all year long. I couldn't tell you the exact percentage of his free throws, but he's usually pretty consistent on the make.
His first one now leaving his hands, and it is good. 28-19. Back in, Ethan Willie will replace Tristan Fernandez. Here comes Cody Malonis. Second free throw, no good. And rebound out of there by Sanchez. Now, Rojo on the move. Push off, offensive foul.
He didn't like that call, did he?
And he kind of twirled the ball in Cody's face. What we don't hope happens, now this is, let's be honest, these teams have had a little sort of back and forth. Well, we don't want it to devolve into that, that's for sure.
Right.
Let's just have a clean game, and so far it has been just that. Here comes the Pirates, and here's Ethan Willie, handoff Victorino. Pirates will use this technique just to kind of kill a little clock. They may be going for the last shot here. Up by 9. They could go up by as 12, as much as 12, that is. Griego on the feed. He'll get it out to Hrasic. One-hand pass. Malonis now. Victorino.
Great ball.
Willie. That's hard to beat. Griego on the drive. Can't get it to fall. Rebound by Moreno. 30 seconds to go. Here we go. Moreno kind of got in trouble in there. Sanchez couldn't hold it, and the Pirates will get one more shot.
25 seconds to go in the half, Ron. What do you think?
You know, I think you're going to hold. I think you should take it if it's there, but only if it's there. If not, play for that last shot.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Now we're under 10 seconds. Griego almost has it stripped away. He drives. Kick out. 3. JJ Hrasic is good! JJ Hrasic closing out the half on a 3-ball, and it is 31-19, Coach. Big time stuff there.
That's
from
the way
JJ
you want to end the
Hrasic.
half, right?
That's the way we want to end the half. And right now, before we go for your halftime numbers here, we're going to send it over to our sideline reporter, Isaiah Ortega, if they're ready for us over there. And we'll just keep it here.
So, what's up, guys? I'm Isaiah Ortega with the GHS broadcasting team again. I'm here with Coach Chavez. Coach Chavez, how would you say the team performed in this first half, and what are your guys' expectations coming back?
Well, we have a 12-point lead at half, and I think that was the goal coming in. We're a few shots away from blowing this lead wide open. Got to make sure we keep number 0, Rojo, intact, and I think we'll be okay.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think you guys got it right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey. And we have the option to kind of send Belen home, and this might be the end of their season if that happens. But they've been a tough team all year, so it's going to be a battle in the second half.
All right. Hopefully you guys do it. Thank you for your time. I appreciate
Thanks,
you.
man. Appreciate it.
All right, everybody. We hope you enjoyed that interview. And by the way, thanks to Coach Landon Chavez and Coach Marquez of Belen for giving us their time. You know, we're cutting into time that these coaches are prepping for the game, so we want to thank them for doing that. Coach, if you got some numbers for us, we can take a look at some of those.
Absolutely.
Tell us what you got.
Right now, our leading scorer is going to be JJ Hrasic with a total of 11 points. And then we got Bodie Malonis with 4, Noah Victorino with 7, Tristan Fernandez with 3, Dominic Gonzalez has 4. And then on the Eagles side, we got Jordy Rojo with 4. Let's see, Jasod Harris with 3. Alan Moreno with 4. Damian Avila, Gerardo Molina, and Samuel Sanchez each with a bucket. And then a couple of free throws thrown in there for the Eagles, and that puts us at our 31-19 deficit. So far, Coach, you know, like I said earlier, I think the Pirates are doing exactly what they planned on doing tonight. And so far, it's boding well because, as you know, tonight in Albuquerque, Valencia is taking on the St. Pius Sartans in Albuquerque. And the winner of that game will play the winner of tonight's contest here. Mm-hmm. And so if by some chance Valencia can pull off an upset and Grants can pull off the win tonight, then we're looking at hosting another district game on Thursday, I believe.
Absolutely.
So obviously we're all fans of Valencia tonight, believe it or not.
You know, it seems strange to say, doesn't it? Well, it's all in good fun, but you're right. Obviously, this being a special year for Grants, because to me it already is a special year, but sure. It could get more special. We don't mind more special, do we?
No, not at all. Absolutely. And I think, across the board in general, a lot of our sports teams are boding well this year. Our wrestling team was out in Albuquerque this weekend, and they had a couple of finishers in the top 5. Senior Larry Metter took 3rd in his weight class at the Wrestling State Championships. And Reina Valdez, in her weight class for the girls, she took 4th in state. And I believe, if I'm correct, I could be wrong on this, Ron, but I think this is her first year wrestling.
I absolutely think you're right. And Tommy Gobbledone talks about her as being a wrestler that you don't have to show much to.
Right.
Maybe some technique, but that inner drive, that little spark that causes you to, to push your not aggression, but to call up every ounce of strength you need to win those matches, and she has that.
That's right. And the reason I brought that up, Ron, is because, across the board, like I said, this year in general, our sports programs are seeing some positive results across the board, and that's always good, I think, not only for our sports programs, but when you're successful on the field, I believe you're also successful in the classroom. And ultimately, that's what we're about. We want to have student athletes across the board, and I think we're seeing that this year from a lot of our kids.
I agree, and you make a good point. To play sports, you got to have the grades, and I like your analogy there. That yes, if we're going to do well in the field, it's going to translate into the classroom.
That's right.
You mentioned if we're talking about programs that have shown out well this year, we can't look any farther than your own. We cannot look past your own football program, Coach, and all the success you had this year. Was it a surprise to you when you look back on it, or when you showed up, did you feel like you did have some pieces you could work with?
Oh, absolutely. The coaching staff and I, we all talked in the summer before the season started, and we knew that there was plenty of pieces in place for us to be competitive. Obviously you don't know how successful you're going to be going into the season.
Right.
But we did feel like we had some key pieces in place that could help us be successful. And it was just a matter of the kids believing that they could be successful. Mm-hmm. And once they bought into the program, and once they started seeing a little bit of the result, man, they really bought in. And so, yeah, I credit our kids for their belief in the program, belief in each other, and then trusting the process.
Right.
And I think we're seeing that with Coach Chavis's program on the basketball court as well. You never know. I mean, at the beginning of the season, you never know what you got until you get out on the floor or on the field with your kids and see what they're capable of. So.
Well, and interestingly, with the year you had, Grants isn't hiding anymore.
That's right.
As a football school,
That's right.
No one is looking past you next year, and that's going to be both exciting and kind of just like a wow factor for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know our kids are really excited. Our coaches are excited, and I'll tell you who's really excited about the coming season is our athletic director, Mr. Jaramillo. They realigned the districts this year, and so we're in District 1 of 4A, and there's 8 teams in our district. So to win a district championship is going to be really tough, but if you do, it means you're really legit too.
Sure.
So we're looking forward to the upcoming season and can't wait for it to get going.
Well, you're already doing some little bit of off-season work. Or do you have things planned for the summer? Do you know what you're doing this summer yet?
Oh, absolutely. I know one of our coaches, Coach Josh Baca, he's working with some of our kids already in the afternoons every day in the weight room doing some speed work, some footwork. The summer program we got slated to start on June 3rd. We'll get the kids in the weight room, and luckily enough, I'm actually a teacher this year, so I'm in the classroom, so that means I'll be off during the summer. So we can get a lot more work done than we did last year because, when you have a regular day job, it's tough. So, yeah, we'll be doing some weightlifting in the morning and getting out on the field in the afternoons all summer. And, of course, we got on the calendar, we're going to hit some 7-on-7 competitions this summer down in Valencia.
Okay.
We're going to be hosting a 7-on-7 with like 5 other teams coming in. And then our scrimmage, we're going to have our scrimmage with a multi-team scrimmage as well. Like 5 teams are going to be here for our full padded scrimmage on August 15th.
Terrific.
So we're really looking forward to the coming season, and I know for sure our kids are.
We're excited for it too. Everybody's here. I mean, I feel like as big as the basketball team is and always has been, There's something about that football season at high school that just kind of gets the year going.
Right.
Kind of sets the tone.
Sure.
To see the stands full on a cold, late summer night, there's something special about it, It just
Absolutely.
is. So we wish you all the luck coming up. You got just a little while to wait till your first game comes up.
Yeah, just a little while. And going back to basketball, Ron, the thing I like about the time of season that we're in right now, we're hitting tournament time, getting ready for the big dance, the state playoffs. These kids that are on our basketball team, I've seen them working since the summer. They were in the gym every single day, sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock at night, weekends, holidays. They were putting in the work. And now we're about to see the result of all that.
That's right.
Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we'll be dancing in the pit in a couple weeks.
It's a good point to bring up, and we didn't get to talk about it in the pregame. It does sure appear that the Pirates, no matter what happens, will be in somewhere. Talked to Coach today. We're currently 8th, both in the coaches poll and Max Preps. And his only concern was that maybe number 9, I believe it was, I can't remember now, but we had the edge over the number 9 team based on a 3-2 point system. So it almost seems like if the Pirates at least win here tonight, maybe this solidify that.
Sure.
Boy, what would it mean for this team to get to the pit? I mean, there are 6 seniors on that bench. You can't help but think for them, it's a perfect time, a perfect way to end their career to play in the pit.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. The mystique of the pit speaks for itself. So if you can spend your last days as a high school ball player on the pit floor, man, I can't imagine there's anything else like it.
You've walked down that pit ramp. I've walked down it many times, and you're right. There's just something. It's kind of like you walk under that little arc there, and it kind of takes your breath away a little bit.
Absolutely.
Well, then walking up, it takes your breath away too.
Yeah, especially when you're out of shape. You're right.
Now, I'm not admitting anything, but yeah, anyway. But yeah, playing in the pit, what a thing that would be. Of course, again, we got to get past this.
That's right.
Got to get by this game too.
For sure, for sure.
So what do Pirates got to do this second half? Is it pretty much just more of the same, do you think?
I think so. I think we just stick to the plan, and we'll be fine. Belen hasn't shown us that they're capable of beating the press enough, and for whatever reason, whether it be luck on our side or what, but their shots just aren't falling with the frequency that they would like, obviously, and almost feels like there's a cover on the cylinder on that side of the floor, but
right.
Second half remains to be seen. Things could change, and we'll see what happens, but I think it's just more of the same for us. If we just continue what we did in the first half, I think we'll be fine.
I think you're right about that.
But I go back to looking at our kids' faces. They're all smiling. They're having a good time. They're enjoying the night. And that's ultimately what it's about.
I saw that same little kind of burst there, I think, that you saw. And clearly, well, winning is fun. It's
Absolutely.
contagious.
Very contagious. You're right.
So let's see what we can do here. All right, fresh set of quarters here. We're halfway through this District 504A contest. Feed inside. Avila, nice little turnaround in there. Good start for Belen right off the bat here. So if that first play was any indication, Belen wants to go inside. Maybe they want to test our height in there. Let's see how Pirates will counter. Oh, wow, strong move from Gonzalez, but boy, Sanchez was ready there to turn him away. And now Rojo pushes from the free throw line, from the rim, no good. Victorino with the rebound. Out and out, Harasic. We're going the other way now. Fernandez, nice little head fake. Cross-court pass. Bodie Malonis. There's a reason he wears number 3. That's because he is so in love with hitting those threes. 34-21 now. Pirates up big. Avila now working on the left side here. Goes around the screen. Feed at the elbow there to Sanchez. He makes a move out to Harris. And Harris in and out. Harris is one of those players that, has seen a couple of his shots come in and out.
That goes back to what I was saying. It almost feels like there's a cover on their basket for some reason.
Right.
Because that literally was in and out.
That was, it's sure, yeah. About halfway down, it came right back up. but their loss is our gain. Here
That's
we go.
right.
34-21, 6:35 to go. Dominic, bounce out to Bodie on the move. Strong move, now out to Harasic. Look at this, stop and pop for a three, it's off. Good battle, Gonzalez, but he wisely backs away. And the Pirates on the run again. Here's Harris, all the way to the free throw line. He stops and pops, that's no good. Saved in to Tristan Fernandez. Tristan got bottled up there a little bit. Here comes Sanchez to chase him down. Victorino for the three, no good. But he gets his own rebound now. Out to Tristan, strong move, negated there. Good pass inside. Victorino, step back three now. That one went over. And we'll have a foul inside. Dominic Gonzalez on the foul. Second personal for Dominic, who, as we talked about earlier, pulled the starting job. And we're just looking at a live score here. St. Pius leading Valencia by 9. This is in the second quarter. If we know the final before we leave, we'll let you know. Belen now. Oh, Rojo was looking for Harris inside. Smart thinking, but Harris forgot to bite on that. It's a good start once again for the Pirates. They're leading by 13. And Coach, whatever Belen has to do, not that this game, I can't see them letting this game get to 16-17 and them trying to stay with us, but you just never know. I say it, and then I'm realizing that it almost sounds silly to say as it comes out of my mouth.
Well, and I think the mentality that the Pirates have to have is just like the old adage, when you have them down, when you have your opponent down, you got to put your foot on their neck and make sure they stay down.
Right.
And so we can't get lax. We can't get ease up on them at all. Mm-hmm. We've got to keep the pressure on them and finish this game out the way we know we can.
So do you hear? I was only thinking about Noah's shot a moment ago. He kind of backed up and hit that three. Maybe we pull that out instead and try to get a shot, increase this lead, or should we just keep playing loose?
Well, I think, like I said, until Belen shows us different, until Belen shows us that they are going to make this, a competitive game, then by all means, let's just keep doing our thing and until we have to change it. But right now, I think what we're doing is working.
Perfect. Here we go. And Belen pulling out a little pressure. Broken easy. Look at easy bucket, Dante Victorino. Talk about the brothers.
That's right.
That's brother Noah to brother Dante. Featured on the basketball poster today. Grants High School Instagram page. Take a look at that. Little deflection. Rojo smart with it. Now kick out. Feet inside. Dangerous pass there. Somehow, though, Sanchez picked it up, and Belen's still in business here. Avila. Feet inside, but right to Dante Victorino. Ouch. And I'm not sure what.
They got us. We stepped on the line on that rebound, Coach, so it's Belen's ball.
So Dante had his hands on it and
yes,
was
sir.
standing out of bounds? Okay. All right. Things were kind of crowded in there at the time. At any rate, here's Belen on the move again. Harris top of the key, Rojo now. Calls for Moreno to come over. They switch. Watch that pivot foot. Harris now. Pirates coming out to defend the perimeter. And nice little give and go. Pretty good play there. Pretty good feed into Sanchez.
Yeah, he'll get the 2 shots from the free throw line because of it. So it's good play for Belen. Now back on our defensive side, if Belen figures out how to, if we continue to figure out how to beat their press, this could get out of hand in a hurry.
And if Belen can keep working that give and go on the inside, they may have found something there.
That's right.
As the free throw goes up, no good. Nice rebound out of there by the Pirates. 36-22, 4:35 to go. Dante switches with, just for a moment that window was open and then it closed up. Here comes Rojo on the move. Stop and pop in the lane, bounces around, no good. And I think we're gonna have an over the back foul on Sanchez. He got the rebound indeed, but it came at the expense of a behind the back push. That's only his first. Keep your eye on Noah Victorino here. And they're going to call a carry. I don't know if it's mechanics in dribbling these days. You see more and more of that call.
You do.
And so is it a matter, are kids doing something wrong? Is it something they need to grow out of? Are refs calling it a little more? I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I usually sit on the other side of the floor, and I talk to Coach Wilcox a lot. And, I hate to talk about age, but I remember when I was a kid, they used to teach us to dribble the ball low, close to the floor.
Right.
And now you see the kids dribbling the ball up high.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a factor or not, but sure seems like it is, because you're right. We see that call a lot these days.
It's becoming a little more prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
After the turnover, Belen, here's Tristan Fernandez. Oh, nice. Navarro tried to get in between that ball and Bodie, and he's not going to be denied. Bodie falls, and it'll be a try. Oh, shot was good.
The shot would have been good. Tell you what, though, I just love watching Bodie handle that ball, man. He does so good with that ball.
He is fearless.
Yep.
Is the one thing, but control.
That's
he
right.
can be in control when he's going up to the rack. Here's a 3-ball. Valerio, and it's out. Pirates on the move. 3-on-2. Bodie, pull up. Good. Malonis with a deuce. Kind of the heart of the team, this guy is. The engine, the heart, whatever you call it. But he's a big-time player. Valerio for another 3. That one finally goes. Valerio, the 3-point specialist, finally got one to go, and it's 38-25. Look at this bounce pass inside. Dante Victorino denied.
Well, that's what I've been talking about. Tristan is so good at finding that open man underneath like that. It's just a matter of we got to finish now.
Secondary break feed to Navarro for a 2. And we'll have a full timeout, Grants. 38-27 the score.
I want to go back to what I said about Tristan's passing ability. He sure has that innate ability to see that open lane underneath the basket. Inside, like you said, all the trees are under there, but he seems to find that opening a lot, where he just feeds that ball underneath, and our guy goes up and lays it in.
Absolutely. And it's been fun to watch this group, because I think, speaking of Tristan, he played up with the Pirates as a freshman, so that speaks to how talented he was at the time, and that there was a reason he was brought up. You think about even someone like Cody Malonis, didn't play varsity as a freshman, nor did Tristan, but these kids have been in the program since 8th grade, and right now, in the thick of this battle, 2 of those guys are on the floor for us.
That's right. And they've been integral all year. Cody and Tristan both have been key players for us all season long.
No question. No question. If I have time, I want to tell you a story about Cody at Valencia last year. The Valencia rowdy crowd was razzing the guys so much. And Cody stood in front of that crowd and didn't bother him a bit that they were, nice little idea. Somehow off Valerio. But no kidding, Cody stood in front of that rowdy crowd, and he took every bit of it, and he gave some back, too. I was proud of the kid that night.
Well, and the good players feed off of that kind of stuff, so it doesn't surprise me, not even a little bit, that he was able to do that.
Griego, hammered as he went up, and he'll get a couple freebies. I tell you, I love seeing, too, in this team something, just the relentless nature of getting to the rack, extra passes. I know it's something that Coach Chavez preaches to these guys a lot. Make one more pass. Someone's open. And these guys do that very well. Griego, first one up, no good. Here comes Griego, the senior. Second one up is good. And we have a 39-27 ball game. Pirates been able to stay more than double digits this half so far, and we're 2:37 left in the third. Valerio in the corner. That one's no good. And it is rebounded out of there by Malonis. JJ, football pass to Cody. Bounce pass. Tristan got it all started. came back and reaped the benefits, boy. That was nice.
That play is pleasing to see to a football coach. Might have to try to get those kids out next year.
You didn't know you had a couple quarterbacks on the court here, Coach.
Right.
Even though I got to give it up to DJ. He had a great season this year.
Yeah, he did. We're looking forward to big things from him this coming year.
The kid is tough as nails.
He is. You're
How
right.
many times did you watch him get up and think,
Yeah.
this kid is tough as nails? Anyway, another kid tough as nails, Fernandez. First free throw. Actually, only free throw is good. He completes the old-fashioned three-point play. 42-27 now. Oh, and a turnover. Belen. Rojo trying cross-court to get it to Moreno. And it may have actually hit Coach Chavez. That's his space over there, though, you know.
That's right.
Here's Fernandez now. A little screen there by JJ for Bodie. Bodie crossover to the right. Oh, they didn't call him for that extra step. I don't even know what happened there, but it's no good. Here comes Rojo. Fast break. Out to Avila. In the lane, nothing to do there, but he somehow pushed it through.
That's unbelievable. How did he get that one to go?
Nice play by Avila just to stick with it. 13 points now, 1:48 to go. Fernandez thought about it, thought better of it, and a near turnover. Avila on the case there for Belen. So
You know,
far, sorry about that. Fouls have not been a factor, is what I was going to comment. That's
right.
I like that too.
And I was going to say, right now it's a 13-point lead, and I just don't feel safe yet. You know?
I would not. No, I would not. Here's Bodie Malonis. Or sorry, that's Ethan Willie. A phenomenal slasher for the Pirates. Some nice pressure here from Belen. Somebody's open. Right now, that happens to be Griego. There he is on the drive. Nice! Isaiah Griego with a strong move. And now look at him getting back on defense. Beautiful. Oh, and he kind of lost sight of Rojo there. Got his back turned, but he saved a bucket after scoring on the one end. So good play by Griego. First foul only on Griego. Rojo inside. Head fake, and oh, nice. Rojo with a nice move. Got Cody Malonis up in the air, and the foul on Malonis.
That's Isaiah's first foul of the night, and there's a fan behind us that said, don't worry about it, Isaiah, you got 4 more.
Let's save him up for now, shall we?
That's right.
And then if we need him later, then we'll use him.
There you go.
First one rattled home by Jordy Rojo, one of the stars of this Belen Eagles team. While we have a moment, just a reminder, you are watching Angry Jack Productions, the student-led media arm of Grants High School. Got a lot of students helping with cameras, helping with setup, running the video board. And Isaiah Griego does it again in the lane. So good. As this time, the three-point specialist Valerio goes to the rack, comes up empty, and that kick out is going to go, out of bounds, but saved to Harasic. Pirates on the run. Malonis to the corner.
Oh.
And Isaiah, there's that quarter second of thought. What should I do here? Dribble, head fake, or what?
I think I'll just step on the line.
It's a 15-point lead for Grants, 46-31, 42 seconds to go. Moreno now handling the turnover. Bodie, 1 on 3. What? Bodie 1 on 3?
Wow.
No problem. A deuce for Bodie Malonis. 48-31.
For being pretty quiet in the first half, he's opened it wide open in the second.
Harris from short range, no good. Strong rebound, but no good by Navarro. And almost steal. Here's Rojo for a 3. No good, and boy, Belen just cold. It's not jump ball, it's going to go Pirates' way.
That's that JJ aggressive defense again. I'm telling you what, Harasic sure knows. It's like he's a magnet, and the ball is made out of steel, because anytime there's a loose ball, he's right in the mix of it all the time.
That's right. One of a friend of mine who saw us practice a few times last year came through, and he said, when I watch JJ play, I feel like there's a 3-0 at the buzzer from Ethan Willie, no good. 48-31, your score after 3. A friend of mine was saying, when I watch JJ play, I feel like he could be one of the best Pirates we've ever seen just with all the tools he has.
Right. He's definitely one of those kids that they say, he's got all 5 tools in his tool bag, and he sure does. Capable of shooting the 3, capable of driving the lane, capable of handling the ball, playing great defense. And like I said, all year long, he has just been a nuisance on defense, picking off those long court passes, or just like we just saw a couple minutes ago, where he's just where the ball is and he steals it from the offender. Unreal.
He, of course, the nephew of Rick Harasic, who pretty much a legend around these parts, particularly in football, I guess I would say.
That's right.
And so it runs in the family, if you will. And I know Dad Gerald's super proud of the kid. We just talked about him in a parent-teacher conference last week and had nothing but good things to say about the young man. He's also in my broadcasting class, does a good job. He does a little bit of everything, you know what I mean?
Great. And, speaking of Gerald, he was a pretty good ball player here in his own right. I mean, back in his day, he played a lot like JJ, just dominant. And then as a coach as well.
Mm-hmm. I should have mentioned that. Gerald, you'll forgive me for that, I hope. Anyway, Rojo, nice feed. Wow. Ooh. 2 Pirates crashed into each other. Ends up in a basket for Navarro. Hope our guys are good. 48-33. Still a lot of time to go. Belen has time, but it's going to have to happen fairly quickly.
Right.
Ethan. Working on Rojo. Left and right. Oh, Malonis wasn't ready. That's Cody. Ethan fighting for it. Underneath the basket, 2. Ethan Willie was not going to be denied. 2 points for him, and it's 50-33 score. Here's Rojo behind the back, right into Ethan's hands. Ethan to the hole. No good. Ripped out of there by Sanchez of Belen. Rojo gets it off to Sanchez. Sanchez, little move, little Euro step in the lane. No good. Harris there for the rebound. Oh, but blocked by Malonis. Now all over the floor. Sanchez on the floor. Here's Rojo. Things are chaotic out there. Look at Harasic. Once again, 2-on-1. Harasic up for it. And good. Wow. 52-33. This could get ugly quick. And that's a nice bullet pass to Sanchez. He puts it down. Whew.
We came to a basketball game and a rugby game broke out.
Crowd getting into it now a little bit. Ethan Willie, look at this. Step through the lane, 2. Ethan Willie coming alive in the 3rd. Rojo, though, down court for a 2. Can't let that happen. And it's still a 17-point game, though, with 6:07. Belen increasing some pressure. Harasic on the move. Cross court. Griego. Corner 3 for Cody Malonis. No good. Rebound Bodie Malonis. Up for 2. Good. Big time Bodie Malonis. Another 2, 56-37. Malonis on Harris. Double team there momentarily by Ethan. And finally, we have some players walking up the court. Here's Rojo. Looking for that underneath feed, wasn't there. Harris on the move. Avila penetrating, back out. Here's Harris for the 3. Oh. Cody thought he blocked it.
I think the fans in the gym did too, because a lot of displeasure with that call.
Can we look at the replay?
So let me ask you a question, Ron. As a basketball coach, when you're looking at a deficit this large, with this amount of time left in the game, at what point do you start thinking about, letting your bench players come in and making sure your guys are healthy for the next game? Because it looks pretty. I'm pretty confident we're going to have another game to play in a couple days.
Well, as I look across to answer your question, as I look across to see that Belen is putting in some players who, with all due respect, haven't seen yet. Doesn't mean they're giving up. But I would say that, with about 4 minutes to go, you're up by 17. I like the safety of that. The thing I worry about, Belen, this is a must-win for them.
Sure.
If they don't win this, their season is over, quite frankly, and I think they know that. And Griego with a deuce. Griego, Isaiah Griego, that is, with a deuce. And Harris just beside himself down there. 19-point lead now. So I don't know when the right time is, Coach, but I think that time's coming up pretty soon.
Right.
And I'm looking at the back half of that bench, and I will be disappointed if I don't see Berto Chavez, Dante, Tony, Uriah, some mixture of those guys there.
Right, sure.
Griego, free throw no good. Oh, there's PJ, so there is one player we haven't seen, PJ Gallegos. He dents the scorebook, but with a foul.
You always love to look across the gym and see your head coach with a smile on his face because he feels good about what's going on.
Yes, he does. Avila in the corner, 2. This is a senior, Carlos Trujillo. I haven't seen him yet today. And nice drive there. That's Moreno. And we'll have a timeout. 5 minutes to go. 17 points is the bulge now for the Pirates over Belen.
So not that we want to look ahead or anything, Coach, but, you know, if we are going to look ahead, and according to that score we saw a little bit earlier, it looks like it's safe to say that we're probably going to be playing. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that.
Look at this. As of right now, we're looking at a fourth quarter score, St. Pius 49, Valencia 45.
Wow.
Coach.
So hypothetically,
Coach.
yeah. Hypothetically, we could be going to Albuquerque to play St. Pius on Thursday if they continue to pull out tonight's game. Now, if Valencia pulls off the upset, then it's very likely we could be hosting them here on Thursday. Wouldn't that be something to have 2 district contests at home?
We might have to come back Thursday and do this again.
Right.
In that case. But I'm free. Do you need to check your schedule? Or?
I do.
Okay.
Actually, I'll be on the road to a coach's clinic in Vegas on Thursday. But if you're doing it, I'll be watching.
Okay. Maybe a Zoom meeting.
There you go.
Zoom meeting.
There you go.
Play-by-play stuff, maybe. Well, let's get through this one first. Full court pressure now from Belen. Pirates easily break it. Malonis, off the head of Gallegos. He wasn't ready.
Wasn't quite ready.
Rojo on the drive and a 2. 58-43 now. Head's got to be on the swivel, guys. Everybody knows that. PJ is going to feel silly for that, but he should not. It happens. Look at this feed.
Just made up for it.
Thank you very much, J.J. Harasik. Get back and play D now. Here you go. Rojo on the other end. Slapped away by Gallegos, but not good enough. And Rojo with the basket. 4:23 to go. It's 15 points. Again, so much could happen. Griego, nice little crossover. Nice little leading pass to Harasik. Bodie on the attack. Corner for Tristan. He'll go ahead and take that and miss it. So there you go. Now it's 15. We're at the 4-minute mark. Rojo for 3. Ooh, looked good. Off the rim though, and look at this pass. Just a little too high. Any of these plays could be that sort of dagger you need, and they're just coming up short, so maybe we're not ready to sew this one up just yet.
Right. And it's funny to say because with a 15-point lead and only 3 minutes and 53 to go, you should feel pretty confident, but you just never know.
I agree. Now, we're going to see Tony Toribio, a senior for this program.
And in Albuquerque right now, we're under a minute to go. St. Pius is up by 10, 55-45.
So that looks about like what we expected if it ends up being that. Well, so you may be off the hook after all, Coach.
Yeah.
We'll let you get to your coaching clinic.
There you go.
I hope they're not sending you to like Las Vegas or anything like that.
No, they're sending us to Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Oh, yeah. Romeroville?
Yeah.
Here come the Belen Eagles. Harris on the move. Good move in there. Backing up Horacek for that 2, and it's a 13-point game. Toribio for the 3. TT, triple T for Tony Toribio tonight. 63-47, Pirates lead Mound by 16. That's Rojo, no good. Nice rebound in there by Valerio. And then he got fouled. .3:19 to play. Now we're going to see Roberto Chavez in for Hrasic. That should do it for Hrasic tonight. All we're left to see now from the bench, Uriah Gill.
That's right.
And they're already calling for it. The student section is, that is. They want to see Uriah Gill, and so do we.
Little bit of a Rudy moment there.
Well, he was just, as we pointed out in the pregame, he was just brought up this week.
Right.
And Avila inside. Nice turnaround.
Nice move.
Under pressure. Nice shot by Avila. Belen not giving up. That's what we expected. Trivia now. Bounce in. Little shot from PJ. And he's going to foul. 62-49.
Well, before we run out of time, Ron, I want to say thank you for having me tonight. It's been really a good time. I've enjoyed the heck out of this, man.
No question. Well, I thank you for joining us. And, you know, the more and more we do these live streams, the better the students get at running them.
That's right.
We're kind of lucky. We just more or less have to show up and put the headphones on and work. As Rojo puts the work in, it comes up empty. And so, ultimately, the students carry us through here, so we got a lot to thank. I'm looking at Keaton Long. I'm thinking of Isaiah Ortega, Cardenio Chavez, Reed Lamson, our producer, Noel Martinez, and Ryan Brown up top running the camera. Every little contribution adds up to something good.
That's right.
Belen down by 13, still in this. Here's Rojo for a deuce. In and out, no good. Tip out, Griego, as Harris laid back there for a moment. PJ, little layup in for two. Down court, Valerio, turnaround, fouled by PJ. Well, PJ is going to go out in a blaze of glory here.
That's right.
Coach.
You're only going to let me play a couple minutes. I'm going to take advantage of all of them.
I think we're up to 4 points, 3 fouls for him.
That's right.
So we're still on the right side of the ratio there, I guess.
That's right. I'll tell you another thing I like about tournament basketball. It brings people out that you don't normally see here. I see over here on the left of us, old Frank Romero's in the building tonight.
How about that? The legend makes
right.
an appearance.
That's right.
And there you go.
There's Uriah.
Uriah Gill in. On a personal level, I love to see it. Love the kid a bit. Love the kid a lot, I should say.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad to see him in there. Like Coach said, he earned it. So Valerio, with that makes the score 64-50 now. Belen, full court pressure, and this is going to be a Pirate turnover. I wonder too, Coach, as we're speculating about all this stuff, you know, if we win by 16, it's a win. Berto with the foul on Rojo. Did things change if you're the committee where you could have won by 16 or 17, you end up winning by 6 or 7?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. We're a final there. But, yeah, definitely. I think the committee does take every last point into consideration, especially when you're in a contested district like ours was. You know, on any given night, I know we didn't have a lot of success this year against St. Pius or Highland, but I promise you, we play those guys 10 times, we're going to win a few.
Yeah.
You know, so they do take that into consideration. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to be anybody that has to play the Pirates in the playoffs.
There were times tonight, and there's Toribio for a 3 that's no good. Uriah. And, oh, nice. Look at Tristan. Still playing, steps in front of that pass. Toribio on the drive, floater, no good. Rebound out of there by Moreno. He's working on Tony now. Here comes Moreno. Into the side there. Rojo, nice little move in the lane around Berto for a 2. 64-53. I tend to agree with you on that. And look at this, down court, PJ. There's a 2. And now we got a timeout. Pirate 30-second timeout.
I think after this little display that PJ's put on, I think Coach Chavez is going to have some thinking to do next game on whether or not he puts him in earlier.
I mean, he's finding himself in position to do some things. And,
that's right.
Ultimately, I just, as you say, they're going to look at every little thing. And so, it's 13 points now. I say if we can keep it 10 and above, that's going to be something good for us.
That's right. That's right. And, you got to give it up to Belen because Belen has not quit. They've played this entire game with heart.
They have.
And effort. They know what's on the line, and they knew that this could possibly be their last game of the season, but they came out to play, and danged if they didn't give us a pretty good game.
And to your point earlier, there were times that the Pirates tonight looked, I don't want to say unbeatable, but hard to beat.
Right.
Obviously, you can't put that together 32 minutes at a time, but some of those little bursts where they were 7-0, 5-0, it was fun to see them do that tonight.
Right.
The 3 off. Rebound Navarro. Navarro in the lane. 2-pointer with the left hand. Good job by Navarro. 66-55, timeout Belen, 1:05 to go.
I think what a game like this does too, Ron, is simple fact of the matter, when you come out and you perform well, regardless of who you're playing, I don't care if it's the best team in the conference or the worst team in the conference, when you come out and you have success and you play well, it gives you confidence for your next game. You know that you can compete with anybody. So this is definitely going to be a good win for the Pirates, and it's going to, hopefully it'll carry us deep into the next. Obviously we got more district tournament action to go, but hopefully it sets us up for a good spot in the playoffs.
And this is a significant game. It isn't. It is the postseason.
That's right.
So let's not mistake what we have here. This is a huge win for any team.
That's
Whether it
right.
be the Pirates, had Belen won here tonight, it would have been hugely significant. Look at Uriah Gill. Rising up, no good. Gill with the rebound. Under the basket and 2. Uriah Gill erupts for the 2 late in the game. 68-55. Belen still running. Look at Rojo for the 3. That's no good. Rebound Fernandez, up court to Rivio. And right now, that's Tony to Rivio for a 2. 70-55. Pirates just finding that extra gear. Gill, down court, one-on-one. Back behind the, Tristan Fernandez, no dagger. However, it's ripped out of there by Belen. And they're on the move now, 18 seconds now. Tristan with the steal. Up court, 70-55. Will we shoot or hold it? Fernandez with a little floater.
Why not?
That's your dagger right there, folks. 72-55, 4 seconds to go. And that's going to do it here. Half court heave there by Trujillo is off. And on the court, the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat as a couple of the Belen seniors walking off the floor, a little despondent.
And I'll tell you what, let's talk about Uriah Gill for just a second. I mean, you want to talk about an unselfish kid, gets into a varsity district tournament game tonight, scored 2 points, steals the ball, has a chance to put up another basket, but what does he do? He feeds it.
Yeah.
That's unselfish, and that's what you like to see from your kids, man.
That's that one more mentality that Chavez has been so good at instilling on these kids.
That's right.
If you think you're open, give it one more and see what can happen. So I love it. I love the approach. So your final score tonight, 72-55. Pirates handled business. I don't want to say easily. The score might hint that they did, but they sure worked hard. And like we said at certain times in the game, they just looked nearly unstoppable.
That's right.
So right now I'm going to hand the headphones over to Coach Chavez. Coach Brown here next to me, he's got a few questions for him about tonight's game and some other stuff.
Well, Coach, first of all, congratulations. That's a huge win for us tonight, man.
Thank you, sir.
Good job to you and your kids. So going into tonight's game, what was your mindset in going into tonight's game?
You know, ultimately we're looking at a state seeding and we're hoping to host, and right now we're sitting right at the 8 seed. So tonight was vital for us. I know right now Valencia and Pius are in play, and we're awaiting the winner of that game. If Valencia were to actually win that game, they would come to us on Thursday. If not, we go to Pius. So ultimately, just staying resilient, doing what we've done all year long, and peaking at the right time.
Perfect. Well, I got an answer for you on that. St. Pius did pull out a close one. It was closer than we thought it would be, but they did. I think they ended up winning by 10.
Okay.
But at one point, they were up by 4 with under a minute to go.
Awesome.
So looks like we'll be going to Pius on Thursday. But hey, so what's the mindset going into that game?
I think we played Pius pretty close this last time. I mean, we were down 5 with about 5 minutes to go. We had an injury, and then momentum shifted, and we didn't have Noah Victorino that game as well. So I think we're peaking at the right time, and I'm excited to get him. I mean, I've been wanting Pius all season long, and we've lost to him twice, so this is a great opportunity for us. But
absolutely
glad we got to take care of tonight. No injuries, and everyone got some playing time. That was great, good experience, but
absolutely.
Ultimately we're ready for the next one.
Good, and I was telling Coach earlier, we were talking about St. Pius, and anybody, you know, after watching you guys play tonight, I told Ron, I said, hey, I don't care who it is. I don't want to play Grants in the playoffs, because I believe you're right. I think you guys are peaking at the right time. Everybody was on point tonight. Your defense was on point tonight. Your offense, your shooters were on. You know, we talked about your big three. Bodie and JJ led the way like they always do.
Absolutely.
And so congratulations again. I mean, that's a huge win. I don't care who it is. So good job, good luck on Thursday against St. Pius.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you guys doing this, and hopefully we'll get more in the future.
Absolutely.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate that, you doing that, Coach. I kind of pushed you into duty there real
no
quick.
worry.
I apologize
No
for
worries.
that. So we're going to actually take it over to our sideline reporter, Isaiah Ortega. Remind me of his nickname one more time.
Sneaky.
Sneaky. This guy has been a sneaky good broadcaster for us this year. And right now we want to take it over to him. He's got player Bodie Malonis. And let's take it over there.
I'm Isaiah Ortega, back here with the GHS broadcasting team. I'm here with JJ Hurasik, who has an incredible game, being sick. You didn't know you were going to play, right, coming into the day.
No.
So tell me about it, bro. How did you perform? How did the team perform?
So I think I performed pretty well. You know, considering I was sick, I came into this game this morning. I was just not feeling it. I wasn't even going to play, but I decided to play. And overall, I really think the team just played together today. And we knew this was a big win that we needed to stay, so that way we could get a home game for state. And I think we're all really excited that we're, you know, doing this good and we're blowing out teams like this.
Right. I mean, speaking of state, man, my next question to you is, where do you see this team going from here? I mean, a crazy win over Belen. What's next? What are your end goals?
So what's next? I think we're really going to go farther than we expected to. You know, we're going to have a home game for state most likely. So we're going to win that game. We should win that game, and then we'll be into the pit. And from the pit on, we're just going to try and keep winning, and we're going to do what we do.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate you, man. Good luck. Hell of a game.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks to Isaiah Ortega, who, again, has quickly become an all-star for us here for the Angry Jack broadcasting crew. Coach, before we go anywhere, you know you're an honorary member of the Angry Jack Productions crew as of now. You're
awesome.
in.
I'm glad to be part of it. That's
You've been
great.
initiated in, so we're glad to have you.
Awesome.
At any rate, this is 72-55 win for Grants. Huge victory. I mean, not only did we get the home win, we hadn't done this in a while, but it's another sort of signature win for Coach Chavez and the Pirates.
Absolutely. Anytime, and we talked about this, Ron, anytime you can win a district tournament game or, you know, postseason game of any kind, that's always a positive. And so congratulations goes out to Coach Chavez and his staff along with all the players. If my math is mathin' right, I got a little bit of some numbers for us here.
Okay.
So Antonio Toribio came in late, but he ended up with 5 points in the game. Bodie Malonis finished right around his average. He had 13, it looks like.
Okay.
And then Noah Victorino finished with 8. Tristan Fernandez also had 8. PJ Gallegos came in late. He had 6. JJ Hurasik finished with 13. Ethan Willie came in late. He had 4. Isaiah Griego finished with 6. Dante Victorino finished with 2. And Dominic finished with 4. And Uriah Gill came in late, and he had 2. So, again, I don't know if those are the exact numbers, but that's what I was able to keep up with.
This is a fast-paced game. It only clocked in at 1:26, so a clean game really for both teams as they ran back and forth and just kind of kept the excitement level up all game long.
Right.
Not a lot of fouls to slow things down.
That's right. And you're right. That makes a big difference when you're not at the free throw line all night.
Absolutely. So the Pirates' next task, go to St. Pius. Been a tough place to play. Did you watch them play here?
I did.
And so what did you see in Pius? What are we going to have to do to beat those guys?
Well, you know, in Albuquerque, we really struggled against them. I think the final score there, we ended up losing by 30 against Pius in Albuquerque. But the other night when we played them here, it was a lot better contest for us. I think the final we ended up losing by 7 or 8. It was a very close game, and it got away from us late because of the free throws, because of foul trouble. And so I think if we can manage that going against Pius, you know, let's be honest, Pius is not unbeatable. Nobody is.
No.
You know, so if we play our game, the game that we're capable of playing, and we stay within ourselves, we keep our minds right, and we don't let the Pius crowd or the Pius activity, you know, the banter, so to speak, between players.
Right.
If we don't let that get in our head, then I think we're going to be fine. I really do.
It'll be a tough test, to be sure. Pius will be playing their third game in 4 days when this game does happen. So you never know if, you know, fatigue sets in. These are young people we're dealing with, but still those things can be factors. At any rate, if the season were to end today, we'd call it a success. Pirates move to 17-10, and you just roll the dice and go to Pius and see what happens.
And you're right. I think you hit the nail on the head, Ron. They played last night. They lost to Highlands by 1 in a barn burner of a game, and a heartbreaking game for St. Pius if you think about it. And then they pull out the win tonight, in my opinion, barely against Valencia.
A close game.
And so I think they're ripe for the pickings. And so if we can get over there on Thursday and come out hot right away, I think we stand a really, really good chance on pulling that game out and then playing for a district championship.
So the next time we talk, it may be after that game, but it'll be around state tournament time. And so we, with that, we want to say goodbye to all our watchers tonight. I happened to check a couple times. We had a good little following tonight, so we want to thank you, viewers. We want to thank all the students that helped put this together. Thank you, Coach Brown.
Thank you for
Appreciate
having
it
me.
very much. It was a blast to have you here. Special thanks to our producer, Reed Lamson, Cardenio Chavez, Isaiah Ortega, all the kids that helped out tonight. We thank you guys very much. This is Ron Gonzalez from Grants High School. For Steve Brown, signing off. Have a great night. Pirates win tonight, 72-55. Big district win. It's on to the second round and eventually the state tournament. Good night from Angry Jack Productions.